going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 23 Ultimate Team video. The Hispanic Heritage promo is live right now, and in today's video, we're going to show you what you can do to get 5 free 88 overall cards. Now, if you guys enjoy this video, if you like it, if it helps you out, make sure you go ahead and click that thumbs up button. Shows a lot of support on the channel, helps the videos get noticed. Also, if you're brand new here, you were searching on YouTube for MUT 23 content, you found my video, or you're looking for ways to make coins, get free players, build your ultimate team, you found the right channel for all of that. Stay a while, click that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on as well so you guys are alerted when we drop additional videos. Let's get right on into it. So there are no store offers, there's no sets, there's no money spent in this promo. Basically, you grind, you play through the game, you earn free cards. Let's go ahead and get right on into how you do it. You're going to go into your solo challenges and go over to Hispanic Heritage. Now, the way that it's going to work is basically you're going to get a lower overall card for each of the 5 players, and then you just have to knock out certain objectives with those players in your lineup, on your roster, and as you knock out those objectives, the player's going to go from an 83 overall to an 88. So the 5 players are going to be Ted Hendricks, Zane Gonzalez, Jim Plunkett, Kiko Alonso, Jonathan Castilla. So we're going to show the 5 cards and all of their attributes on your screen. We did show a reveal on these cards yesterday when they showed them on GMM. I would say out of the 5, Zane Gonzalez, very good. Jonathan Castillas looks really good. And Ted Hendricks. Jim Plunkett's okay. Kiko Alonso's okay. But at the end of the day, they're going to be very easy to obtain. And all you're going to have to do is just kind of passively play the game. You can attack these objectives individually if you want as well. But let's talk about how to get these 83 overall. So each player has their own solo sequence. With Ted Hendricks, you're going to get a welcome pack. And that welcome pack is going to give you an 83 overall version of Ted Hendricks. So he still has his own individual solo challenges that you can play through, and it says under the overview you're going to get 4,000 coins, but you want to take that 83 overall card that you receive from the welcome pack and put him into your lineup. Now, this doesn't mean this player has to be a starter on your team. You can make him a backup outside linebacker. You can pretty much put him anywhere where he's allowed on the depth chart, and that's going to basically count as him being on your team or in your lineup. And then for the other players, so Zane Gonzalez, Jim Plunkett, Kiko Alonso, Jonathan Castillas, if you look at each of their individual solos, they have, it looks like 6 solos for each of them. And if you look at the overview, it says learn about Zane Gonzalez and his upbringing as he became one of the most consistent kickers in the league. Earn 3 stars in the last challenge to get his BND 83 overall Hispanic Heritage card. So basically you're going to play through all of these solos, and on the final solo, as long as you get 3 stars from that solo, it's going to give you the 83. You're going to take that 83, make sure you put that card in your lineup. For him specifically, you're going to have to go ahead and make him your kicker, but that's okay, because each of these players are going to have specific objectives or missions that you need to complete that kind of cater to their play style. So for like Zane Gonzalez's, and we'll show you all of them in a moment, you need to make so many field goals. So you're going to want to have them in your lineup. So basically play through the solos. As you earn the 83s, you're going to want to throw them in your lineup. And normally where you would go to see objectives that you're chasing is going to be field passes, but that's not the case for this promo. So I thought maybe they would put them in the Season 1 field pass and under programs. This is where you would see the objectives for each individual player, but unfortunately that's not the case. So they're actually going to be found in the mission section. The problem here, and this is obviously tragic and annoying and not surprising, is that, and I'm going to show you what happens in a moment, when you just simply hover over the Hispanic Heritage missions, you're going to get kicked out of the game. So they delayed this content to clear up some issues, and guess what? There's still an issue. But when you go into the mission section, you should see the individual missions for each player. Now, hopefully by the time the majority of you are watching this video, this has been fixed, but I wanted to point it out and show where you're going to go. And while this is down, I would imagine that any progress that you make with these players is not actually going to count, since the missions aren't actually there in game. So I would hold off grinding for these stats or these objectives until missions is fixed. And like I said, if you just literally hover over it, you don't even press anything else, it kicks you out of the game. The good thing is we have all of the requirements that you're going to need to meet for each individual player. So for Ted Hendricks, remember, you're going to earn that 83 overall from that welcome pack that I showed you. Once you get him in your lineup, you need 25 wins. I want to be very clear. This is not 25 solo battle wins. It's not 25 online wins. it's 25 wins in solo challenges. So you could go into a solo that says complete a pass for 10 yards and do that solo 25 times, and that's going to count as a win. So these should come very easy. And again, we have all of these new solos to play from this program that once this card's in your lineup, it's going to be tracking all of those. You also need 25 team sacks and then 50 team tackles, all with his 83 overall in your lineup, and that will get you the 88. For the Zane Gonzalez, you're going to need 25 wins, 20 team field goals, and 100 team points. Again, these are all things that will accumulate when you're playing online, when and if you're able to play solo battles, and then any solo challenges. For the Jonathan Castillas, 25 wins, 25 interceptions. That's probably going to take the longest. That's going to be the most difficult one for most people. And then 25 team tackles. For Kiko Alonso, who is an Eagles legend, I might add, you're going to need 25 wins, 10 to force fumbles, and 75 team tackles to knock that out. And then the final player, Jim Plunkett, 25 wins, 2,500 offensive yards, and then finally 1,500 passing yards. Now, for a handful of those things that we just mentioned, I actually have videos on the best solos and the best plays and whatever you need to do to get those done. So this is all on my second channel. We're going to link our second channel down below in the comment section as a pinned comment. Make sure you go check it out. I have a video up for the best solo that you can play to force fumbles. We have one for the best play that you can get to get passing yards and passing touchdowns that will also help you with scoring points for the objectives that require you to get points. And then I have one for the best solo and play to get sacks. The one I don't have up there yet, but I'm going to try to get out this afternoon, is the best way to get interception. So go check out the second channel. A couple videos out there to help you knock out these objectives. First, I would just recommend playing all of the solo challenges that are in the game. You're going to need to play through these to get those 83 overalls. And by the way, I would play the Ted Hendricks one probably last because you already have Ted Hendricks. You want to focus on Zane Gonzalez, Jim Plunkett, Kiko Alonso, Jonathan Castillas. Play through those 4 sequences first because you want to get those 83s as fast as possible so you can get them on your roster. Then you can go through and play through the other sequences, including the Ted Hendricks, because you're going to be accumulating those objectives, those stats and whatnot that are going to help you unlock or make those cards go from 83 to 88 overall. So a really cool promo. Glad that it's all free content. There's no store offers, like I said, no rerolls, no LTDs, no house rules. No solo battles are still not fixed. Sorry, guys. No good news to report on that. But you can go get those 88 overalls. Hopefully, these missions get resolved rather soon. But shortly after the content dropping, they are still not fixed. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.